Stop lying to yourself. You are waiting. You are sitting there, in the comfort of your mediocrity, waiting for the war to start. You tell yourself that when the real challenge comes, when the big opportunity strikes, when the stakes are life and death, then you will rise. Then you will be strong. Then you will be disciplined. You are a fool. There is no big battle waiting for you in the distance. The war isn't tomorrow. The war isn't next year. The war is right now. Look at you. You can't even win the battle against your alarm clock. You can't even win the battle against a plate of sugar. You can't even win the battle against your own impulse to scroll through your phone like a zombie. And you think you're going to conquer the world. If you lose today against these pathetic, tiny, insignificant challenges, you have already lost tomorrow. Let's look at the architecture of your failure. It is not an explosion. It is a termite infestation. It eats you from the inside out, silently, until the whole house collapses. You suffer from a modern plague, the dignity of the future. You have immense respect for the person you will be. You tell yourself that the future you is a hero. The future you wakes up early. The future you doesn't eat garbage. The future you builds the empire. You worship this imaginary character so much that you disrespect the current you. You treat the current you like a waiting room, like a placeholder. I'll start Monday. I'll start when the new year comes. I'll start when I feel motivated. Listen to me closely. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a command. When you wait for the feeling, you are a slave to your biochemistry. If your dopamine is low, you quit. If you are tired, you quit. You are letting your emotions dictate your destiny. Do you think the soldiers on the beaches of Normandy felt motivated? Do you think they felt inspired? No, they were terrified. They were cold. They were sick. But they moved, because the mission was greater than the feeling. The harsh truth you are avoiding is that you are addicted to the struggle, but allergic to the solution. You love talking about how hard your life is. You love posting about the grind. But when it comes time to actually grind in the silence, with no camera, with no applause, you fold. Why? Because the lesser challenges, the boring, mundane tasks, do not stroke your ego. Doing the dishes doesn't make you feel like a movie star. Organizing your desk doesn't feel like conquering Rome. But that is exactly why they destroy you. Your ego is too big to do the small things, so you never develop the muscle to do the big things. Your brain does not know the difference between a small failure and a catastrophic one. It only knows patterns. Every time you say, "I'll do it later," you are rewiring your neural pathways to default to procrastination. Every time you shy away from the cold water because it feels uncomfortable, you are training your mind to fear pain. You are building a skyscraper on a foundation of sand, and you wonder why it keeps falling down. Let's go deeper. Let's talk about the difference between being soft and being fluid. Think of the samurai sword, the katana. It is not formed in a single strike. It is not made by asking the iron nicely to become sharp. It is born from violence, heat, pressure, hammering, folding, over and over again. Thousands of layers. Imagine if the blacksmith stopped halfway because his arm was tired. Imagine if he decided to skip a fold because nobody will notice. The sword would look the same on the outside. It would shine. It would look like a weapon. But the moment it strikes armor, snap, it shatters. You are that sword. Those lesser challenges you ignore, the made bed, the clean diet, the punctual arrival, the difficult conversation you're avoiding, those are the hammer strikes. Those are the folds in the steel. History gives us the Spartans. At age 7, a boy was taken from his mother. He was thrown into the agoge. No shoes. One cloak for the whole year. Sleeping on reeds he had to pull from the river with his bare hands. They were starved so they would learn to steal. They were beaten so they would learn to endure pain without making a sound. Was this cruelty? Perhaps by today's standards. But the Spartans understood one universal law: comfort breeds weakness. They knew that if a man gets used to a soft bed, he will hesitate to sleep on the hard ground before a battle. And in that split second of hesitation, he dies. Now look at you, look at us. We live in climate-controlled boxes. We have food delivered to our door by pressing a glass screen. We have infinite entertainment in our pockets. We have eliminated almost all physical friction from our lives. And the result? We have the highest rates of anxiety, depression, and fragility in human history. We are drowning in comfort. We have become so soft that words now hurt us. We have become so fragile that a differing opinion feels like an attack. We have lost our skin. Consider the Zen archer. The master did not teach his students to hit the target first. He taught them to stand. Just stand. For hours. In the rain, in the wind. The students complained, "Master, when will we shoot?" The master replied, "When you can stand perfectly still while the world screams around you, the arrow will shoot itself. The target is not the goal. The stance is the goal. Your life is the arrow. But your daily habits, the way you wake up, the way you eat, the way you speak, that is your stance. If your stance is shaky, if your discipline is weak, your arrow will never fly straight, no matter how much you want it to. So, how do you stop the bleeding? How do you forge the mind of steel? You stop negotiating. You start executing. Here is the protocol. 5 principles to dominate the now. Principle 1. Kill the negotiation. The moment your alarm goes off, there is a split second where a voice in your head says, 5 more minutes. That voice is the enemy. It is the voice of mediocrity. Do not argue with it. Do not reason with it. Kill it. Move before your brain has time to come up with an excuse. Action must be faster than thought. Principle 2. The standard is the standard. It doesn't matter if you are cleaning a toilet or leading a company. You do it to the absolute best of your ability. Why? Because you are not cleaning the toilet for the toilet's sake. You are doing it for your sake. You are proving that you cannot be broken by boredom or humility. If you do the small things half-assed, you are a half-assed person, period. Principle 3. Eat the frog first. Identify the one thing you are dreading the most today. The phone call, the sprint, the paperwork. Do it first. Destroy it immediately. This is how you gain psychological dominance over your day. When you crush the hardest, lesser challenge first, everything else becomes easy. You walk through the rest of the day as a victor, not a victim. Principle 4. Seek friction. Stop looking for the easy way. Look for the hard way. Take the stairs. Park further away. Read the hard book. Listen. Comfort is not your friend. Friction is the grindstone that sharpens you. If your day feels too easy, you are stagnating. Create your own resistance if the world won't give it to you. The lesser challenges are your only salvation. They are the only way to reintroduce friction into a frictionless world. Principle 5. Document the wins. Your brain forgets. It focuses on the negative. At the end of the day, look at what you conquered. Acknowledging these small victories releases dopamine, the molecule of drive. It makes you hungry for more. I did this. I can do more. You are building a resume of competence. Listen to me closely. The version of you that you dream of, that hero, that warrior, that millionaire, that leader, that version of you is waiting, but they are not waiting in the future. They are trapped inside the decisions you are making right now. Every time you choose the easy path, you are strangling that future self. You are suffocating your potential with a pillow of comfort. Do you want to know the secret of the greats, the Navy SEALs, the elite athletes, the titans of industry? It's not magic. It's not genetics. It's that they treat a Tuesday morning workout with the same intensity as the Olympic finals. They treat a minor detail with the same respect as a major crisis. They understand that everything matters. You have to get to a point where you are disgusted by your own weakness. You have to get to a point where the idea of leaving a task unfinished makes you physically ill. This is about self-respect. How can you respect yourself if you break promises to yourself? If you say you will wake up at 5 and you wake up at 7, you are a liar. And the worst person you can lie to is the one in the mirror. Stop looking for the applause. Stop looking for the crowd. The battle is in the dark. The battle is in the silence. The battle is when no one is watching. That is where the steel is made. Tomorrow is a ghost. It doesn't exist. Yesterday is a grave. It's gone. All you have is this breath, this moment, this choice. There is a challenge in front of you right now. Maybe it's putting down your phone. Maybe it's getting to work. Maybe it's apologizing to someone. It seems small. It seems like a lesser challenge. Do not be deceived. It is a test. The universe is asking you, are you ready for more? If you want the triumph, if you want the glory, if you want the life that others only dream of, you must win today. Don't tell me what you're going to do. Show me. Go find the hardest thing on your list and destroy it. This is Steel Mind. We don't hope for a better tomorrow. We earn it. Now, get to work.